What is up, everyone? It is coreymcenroespeaks checking in today from where I work because I had to fill in for a coworker who couldn't be here today. But that's not your problem, and it's honestly not my problem because it's not a problem. Because the beauty of my life is this job is cool enough and kind of smooth enough that I can check in with y'all. So that is what I'm doing. Today is Sunday, and we are in the heart of the NFL football season, which always makes me think of very nostalgic falls of my childhood. And some more nostalgia happened today, where my aunt hooked me up with some of my old granny's cookies recipe, and they are very delicious. And it's made me think of that word, nostalgia. Nostalgia is kind of the theme of the day, because like I said, it feels like a very much NFL Films John Madden football kind of day. And nostalgia is just interesting. Nostalgia is almost kind of like a strange cousin sliver of regret. Nostalgia could lead you to regret. Nostalgia could lead you to just feeling happiness and bliss from thinking of a previous life in the past. But nostalgia can also lead you to being pretty bummed out if you get too wrapped up in the past and the fact that we're not here in the past anymore. Life is such a interesting play of, can you enjoy where you are presently? At the same time, can you also figure out ways to move towards a brighter future so you can continue to enjoy your present moment or enjoy your present moment even more? Life is really cool. Life is really cool, and even more so now. I guess the coolness has not changed. I don't think the coolness of life has changed. I think my interpretation, perception, viewpoint of the coolness of life has changed ever since this happened, and it's just I'm more focused on getting the most that I can out of this life, basically because it almost slipped away. This really could have changed so much more than just me missing fingers. And I know I say this all the time, but I really don't care. I had blood clots in my elbow and my shoulder, and they could have went to my heart, brain, or lungs, and they didn't. They stayed localized so I can still be the person that I've always been, and that is a very talkative and extroverted and articulate person who likes to share their thoughts and viewpoints of things. And my thought and viewpoint of life lately is that it's really cool, and that it's so much how we perceive our external reality is what makes how our internal reality feels. And you can take a thing like nostalgia, and you can be upset that you don't get to see your granny anymore, or you can just enjoy the cookie recipe that still exists from it. And yeah, I think I also wanted to talk about this too, because of football and because of the nostalgia of what Sundays in the fall bring, and how much football was such a big part of my life growing up. And being a person now who is an advocate for trying to get the most out of sports, and definitely part of getting the most out of sports is staying healthy throughout them. football is pretty counterproductive to health for young athletes, and it's I know it's not a popular opinion. It's definitely an unpopular opinion, but football really isn't that great, and it really is very detrimental to health, and it does build team building skills and all that jazz, and it is great for that stuff, but it's not healthy, and playing college football is extremely difficult. Playing any college sport is difficult, but college football is even more difficult because your body's just getting crushed, and you still got to figure out school. And unless you're, it's such an elite college player, that's the only chance that you make it to the NFL. And if you do make it to the NFL, the chances of you having a career longer than 3 to 6 years is very slim now. The shelf life for NFL players is very low. The health insurance for NFL players is not very good. These are all facts that are pretty generally known. I am not just making these up. I, however, am one of the few people, not the few, but I openly say that I think football is not good. And I wish that I didn't get wrapped up in the hypnosis of football when I was younger. I wish I just strictly stuck to soccer, which ironically is called the beautiful game throughout the world. Soccer really is quite beautiful and quite amazing, and I think honestly one of the best ways to train your body is dribble a soccer ball, because you learn agility and you learn balance and coordination with your feet, which we don't really do. We usually balance and coordinate with our hand, but balance and coordination with your feet is very good for your brain and your body, and soccer is just great for conditioning. And although there is a statistic that you get more head injuries in soccer because of heading the ball. Football, you will definitely just get hurt. There's no way around it. Find me a football player who played football through high school and even into college. If you played football into college if you played football from high school into college and you didn't get hurt one time, you are a small percentage. You are an anomaly. And for many of us, and I separated my shoulder my senior year. And I had really great stats my senior year. I had a bunch of touchdowns and a bunch of yards and a bunch of catches, and I was nominated for All-State, and it was really cool. But I separated my shoulder, and it changed the way I threw the baseball for the rest of my career, and definitely lowered my velocity. So was it really worth it in the long run? Definitely debatable. Definitely debatable. And that is the unpopular opinion, that football might not actually be worth it, that you could get more out of a fall sport by playing soccer, maybe playing fall baseball, maybe getting ready for basketball or hockey, whatever it is, man. Football is really not that great, and it's whack, man. They need Taylor Swift to get everybody interested again, because it wasn't popular for a while. It's whack. It's whack. It's whack. And you know what? Comment or whatever. Say whatever you want. I don't think football is that great. And it's a lot of the my dad and his friends and the older people in my life, they love football, and football is a big part of it. And Super Bowl Sundays and the playoffs, and I get it, man. Sports have a way of bringing us all together and bringing community together. And honestly, sports at a younger level really aren't that bad. When they get up into the college and professional levels, they become too much of a business. And they're not supposed to be about a business. They're supposed to be about teaching you discipline and responsibility and accountability and hard work and loss, how to deal with loss, how to cope with loss, overcoming trauma, whether the trauma is losing your Little League game or losing your fingers, overcoming trauma. And sports do teach us that, and they are great for that. And football can definitely teach you that. But if you're ever on the fence about it and you're lean the other way, because you'll stay healthier. I promise. I promise. Um, yeah. Thanks for checking in, everybody. As usual, if you do, thank you. Like, subscribe, share it around. Tell people that I'm on here talking about life and talking about things that are cool. Because things are cool. They're really not that bad. Um, Life is great. Nostalgia's cool if you use it right. Don't get too wrapped up in the past. Football is okay. You could definitely go without playing football. You could play soccer and balance and coordinate your feet and get ready for your winter sport. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out.